Good day. How is everybody doing? We're going to talk about the strike zone. When you're talking about a pitch, you're talking about an angle, the pitch, or is it a sound? So I would have to be talking to some musicians. We also know that there's a division in the pitch. We start with pi, and that division is 44/33. Where, why? 44/33. The heart of this cube, or the heart of these numbers, is 34, because inside of what is 1 and 6 is 5 and 2, within what is 3 and 4, and the heart to all is 3.5. And it's funny the way they go 3.5 times 8 equals to what is the cycle. They also know this cycle as an ounce. So it's one cycle. We need 3 cycles, or 3 ounces, or 84 numeric value for Pluto, numeric value for a ring. Around is the ring. For what goes through the ring is 3 and 4, 7, 1 and 6, 7, 5 and 2, 7, 21. What is the voided area? That each side is actually 9 areas. So when you void 7, 7, 7, it becomes voided with 11, 7 come 11. The strike zone. See the way 1 and 1, the bulls come together like over here. See these two heads match up against each other. This is actually a design from the moon, 5, 7, and then backwards 7, 5. Although it says, like you would say, 2012, which was actually 2021. And the calculation would have been 43 DC times the numeric value for Jesus of time. Coming from the moon, the numeric value for the moon is 57, and the multiplication is what will put it down to 47, and 10 comes into play. Now, what is this over here? We've seen what this is. We also know that the division, okay, is with X and C. So it tells us about this. Why is it X and C? X is the letter 24, plus 3 is 27, 23 plus 4, 27, Q plus J, 27. The reverse cube, 44 and 33. If you go 34 and 34, or 43 and 43, you will end up with hot and cold and blue and red. The colors that are cold blue, hot red, numeric value for hot is 43 and cold is 34, ending up with AI. We must cool the machine. The machine has to stay cool. We had 3 ounces to make 84, but it takes 4 cubes of dots to make 84. I'm only going to run the cycle with the dots and not with the void yet. So into the strike zone, we have a KO. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. Create this situation over here. The numeric value 26 is for dog, is for game, is for card. 62 is the queen. The blue world, which is also 88, if I compare it in inch to centimeters. I'm not going to do the numeric value on this. Where else am I going to go? So the dividing of that, the total is your 40. Now I'm trying to ask myself a question. I've seen that before. I'm not really sure. If I minus it, it becomes 6, and that's what the separation is. So I can't go too much more into that. I don't remember. Now every pitch, okay, every pitch, 16, 25, 35, 45, and 11, 55, 56. Every pitch is a ball. And that's 27, 83, creation, heaven. And this is your gateway with the ball. So I'm trying to figure out if every pitch is a ball. So it's a ball to begin with. What makes it a strike? What makes it a strike in between the zone, and it changes with age, right? The strike zone gets smaller and larger with age according to the national, I think they call it the National Baseball League. Rule governing baseball, rule governing the plate, rule governing the pitch. Now the thing about rule governing the pitch, let's see if we can zoom in on this. Let me see if I can even find my camera. Right, so rule governing the pitch. We focus on this a little bit. See, rule governing the pitch. 5 and 7 comes inside the moon. 2 by 2 is life, and this is our cycle. 10 and 3, Jesus Christ, energy, power. The reason I say that, it says JC. J10, which is the reverse Q, which I know is communication because of these dice cubes. 5 and 5, which is our sky pass. To what is 2 and 2? Ape, life, Venus. It's going to eventually be what is the division between night and day. 2 and 2 is perfect, and they fit into each other, and they're on every side. Let me see if I can fix this and try and explain myself. Just give me a minute, holding the camera here. Wow, there was a piece that I left out, that with 6 and 4, right? Let me go back to 2 and 2. So it's 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 4. They come into each other. This will be 16 and 8. You see the way they were once perfect? Now they're separated, and one is twice the other, but it is 1/3 and 2/3. What was once even here, it is still 2 to 1 here, and now it's 1/2 of the other. It went from 2 to 1 to 1/2. And I like to say this is the division between night and day and the gateway. See, 1 and 6 is 7. 7 and 8 come together. 7 and 8 come together over here. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. The spirit goes through the gate, dividing the gate. Where else are we going to go with this? So this is 168 hours in the week to the 24 hours in a day. To the 7 days a week till we restart the week on the 8th day, starting at the same day as the first day. 8 and 1 are the same. So therefore, when you look at 8 and 1, 1 in the center, 1 in the center, 8 all the way around, 1 comes into 8. And then the entire block, although you see 9 and the entire block, right? But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Female, male. At the same time, it's 14, and the division of the alphabet is that 13 and 14. There's another division over here. What is this over here? 15 and 12. What was I doing? Something to do with time. Something to do with time. All these mathematical numbers come out mathematically somewhere else. I'm just trying to figure out where we are right now. The doghouse cycle, Heinz, moon, feminine. Okay, yes, in the word strike, the total of these first 3 letters say angel. It says sky in French as ciel. The word 10 equals to this. First ends up in strike, and star is just missing the A, and this is an R. And this also says Easter in it, because you would say S, then you would say T, and then you would say R. So you're more or less saying Easter. To listen, you have 2 ears. So now we're going to get on to where 57 is a cycle inside the moon, male 7, female 5. But when Christ comes in, it comes in as a female. And then the female comes in as a spirit. Because we double up, 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5, 5 and 5 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, binary code. Inside of here, what we're going to talk about is this is freedom and woman, because the word freedom and woman come from this numeric value. The number to matter and Christ come here, and then we end up with the cycle. So when we end up finishing this, now when we work it the other way, we end up with 5, 16, 25, 43, and then the same thing, 82. So at the end, we end up with the cycle to the house of DC. This would be the plug-in or earth or the heart. This would be the half-life in the E world, counting it one way or the other. 1, 7, 7, 7, 5. And this one over here becomes 1, 5, 3, 3. I'm not sure exactly what it's trying to say. I'd have to think a little bit. I'd have to think, but I know having the bookends, that everything inside is smaller than what's on the outside. So you have the cube and you have the gateway within 51 Mars. And over here, you have the beta gate, the energy, and inside the moon. Why do I say this? Here is the cycle. Here is the moon. When 3 begins, as being first, it becomes 21st. As 3 comes from what is 1, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to what is 3. I'm trying to find for a reasoning. I also know this is also 4 20s. In order to get this, we need 4 times 2. The French tell us that there is no spirit or birth inside the heavens. It's a separate thing. The heavens exist without anything. So inside what is 8 comes from what is the gate spirit. How can I say that? Because the multiplication and addition, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, will create my 8. Also to note that 8 is 5 and 3/8. What is 2 and 4/6? 8 is 6 and 2/8. What is 1 and 5/6? And 8 is 4 and 4/8 to what is 3 and 3/6. So what is the division in the house of DC? I'm going to repeat this again. 888, headquarters. HQZ, 666, Fox. It becomes Fox, headquarters. And it's Fox 45. The word Fox equals to 45. Quarters is 119 with the S at the end, but it's supposed to be with the Z at the end. So instead of AI, it becomes the doghouse because the 26th letter. Instead of using the S letter, which is noted to be a 1 and a 9. 911 is your Fox headquarters. Where else are we inside of here? We had the strike zone. Ball and strike, to note that there are 3 strikes and 4 balls, but it'll never happen. The count will literally be 3 and 2, which is known to be a set and a pair. But the funny thing is do you have a set or do you have a pair? And the other thing is, hold on a second, the pair is 2 and the set is known for 3. When you look at set, it's 39, it becomes 44, the division between night and day. A pair or air equals to 16, 28 and 16, 18 and 9. 27, 28, and 16, they both equal to both what is 44. So it's 2 divisions of night and day, both with 3 and 2, and 3 is over here, and they're almost identical. The invert of this is 54, which is the sun and the passage. There's just a whole lot of mumbo-jumbo that I'm talking about. The ball, the strike, the pitch, the angle. I'm not sure where to go with this next. I want to thank you for watching this video. I will be back again.